All right, and just like that, it's all back together for the most part. All right, so right off the bat, good news, it runs. But in all honesty, it has been fighting me a little bit. It flooded the crap out of itself when I first tried to start it. Uh, it does run. I did get it to run. It runs okay, but I think I got to go through the carburetors one more time. I had gone through them a while ago, and then they just sat. And before I put them on the engine, I pulled the float bowls off and just hosed them down with some brake cleaner and some carb cleaner. And the needles and seats seem to be fine. The needles weren't sticking. Everything seemed to be fine, but I think something's going on. So, but good news. Long story short, runs. And you can see we put the seat back on. The gas tank. The fuel tank right now is empty because it's the beginning of August, and I don't want to put a bunch of gas in it and then have it sit for a while. So we're running it off of the homemade glass mason jar fuel tank. Spin into these. Real quick, okay. These right angle filters. These are cool, but you have to be really careful. They like to break right there. They like to crack, and you won't know it's broken right away. And it'll either leak or you'll go to move it and it'll snap. I've had a couple of these break on me right in the exact same place right there. So be careful with those. I'm keeping an eye on that one. I was real gentle when I put it in there. So quick walk around. Well, it's going to be more of a stumble around because the place is such a mess for me thrashing on this thing. Yeah, 85 Safari, 86 SP Hood, 89 503 out of an 89 Safari Venture. I think it's a 50 horse. I think. So overall, the biggest challenge out of this, getting the engine and the belt lined up wasn't too bad. The biggest challenge, I gotta say, was getting the exhaust in here. I mean, this was a tight fit. I had to do a bunch of clearancing right here, and to make sure all the wires stayed nice and tight up onto the hood, nothing hanging down. Of course, I had to wrap the pipe in some of that header wrap, and we applied some heat shielding to the hood. In all honesty, I haven't run this with the hood closed yet, so I don't know if that actually is going to work. We're hoping. And you can see it goes down. And it's kind of hard to see. The lighting's terrible. I could be to work in like 45 minutes, too, so it's getting dark. Exhaust goes out through the new hole down there. Patched up the one out there. So far, everything works. I don't know if the fuel gauge works yet or not, because, again, I don't have any fuel in the tank. But there it is. I'm running the stock Safari belt that goes with the 85 Safari chassis. I have the new one over there in case this one fails, which I don't know if it will or not. It seems to be okay. All right, so I'm going to attempt to start it up one-handed. Bear with me here. Camera's probably going to flop around a little bit while I do this. We'll see if she'll start. It was running a second ago, so fingers crossed. Come down to idle. First, we're going to do the obligatory exhaust pipe shot. Just not a snowmobile video without a shot of the exhaust pipe. Oh, here it is. Over here. That's in its new location. It did come out over there. It's now coming out right here between the skis. So you can hear it. It sounds like it's idling a little lean to me. So I'm going to go through these carburetors one more time. You can see the clock. Seems to be okay. Everything on here seems to be alright. I haven't greased any grease fitting jet or anything. So we got to do basic diesel maintenance. We got to grease everything. I got to check the tank, possibly change the oil in the paint case. But there it is running. 503 on. Engine in. Engine running. Not the best, but it is running. the nicest part about it is, it seems to bear some repeatability. Let's see if she'll start again. Left-handed this time. Alright, so I think we have ourselves a fairly sound engine. We just need to tune these carburetors a little bit. A little bit of a thaw. Let's go take some throttle. Let's take some throttle. But anyway, there it is. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll shut this off anyway, and we'll give a shot of the hood closed. Oh, I didn't give a shot of the gauges. Forgot to show. The tachometer is idling at about the tach works, and it's idling just over 1500. So I think I got the idle speed about right. If anything, it probably ought to come up a hair. And the idle, if it's possible, it probably ought to richen the idle up a little bit. I think I might be a little lean. But the speedometer light works. All the lights work. So all the gauge lights work. Again, I don't know if this one works because there's no fuel in the tank yet. But the headlight, high beam, and low beam works. The tail light and the brake light works. I didn't check the thumb warmers. In fact, I'm going to make sure they're off. Yeah, okay, that one's off. It supposedly has thumb warmers and a thumb warmer and hand warmers on it. Don't know if they work. And I have the tether unplugged just to make sure that we had spark to the engine. So I have to test the tether and make sure that still works. And we churched it up a little bit. I wiped it down, cleaned it up a little bit. But you can, oh my God, my poor shop is just destroyed from me just not caring and just wanting to get this thing done. So there it is. It's together. It runs. It's the beginning of August, so now we're just waiting for snow. I'll do some final tuning on it to get it dialed in a little bit better than it is. Needs a little bit of an alignment on the skis. One of them's a little out of whack. I'll probably throw some studs in the track. The track is a little bit worn. It's not too bad. You can see, you know, it's not bad. And the slides are in decent shape. I think we've got a season here. You know, I think we've got another season here. You know, not riding it every day, but pretty regularly. And again, I've got some studs I might throw in it. Not a full-on stud job, but I'll throw some studs in it. I don't know how hard it's going to be to get a replacement track for one of these. It's a 114 half-inch lug, 15-inch wide. I don't remember the pitch. I got to look it up online. I can't remember what the pitch is. So, all right. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I got to go to work. So if you've been keeping up on this project, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And hopefully we'll tune in on the next one. Thank you very much. Have a great day.